What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy, that guy in the SI. So I wanted to touch base on a topic that someone pointed out to me. They asked me, why am I starting a YouTube channel? And I didn't give them an answer back because I felt like I didn't have to at the time. But the reason I'm starting a YouTube channel is because those of you that know and those of you that don't know, I'm a recovery addict. And the reason why I started this channel is just because it's easy for me to express myself. It's easy for me to talk instead of talking to other people at times. Because I feel like if I talk to a camera, I'm not being judged. I'm just being watched and recorded. And I wanted to do this because I was tired of putting my hobby on a back burner. I was tired of putting my life on a back burner because I always took care of everyone else besides myself. And it's wrong to do that because when you stop caring about yourself, you let yourself go. You either gain weight, you either look bummy, you either stop caring about who's around you or who's your significant other when you start letting yourself go. You know, and that was me. I ended up gaining the weight. I stopped caring how I dressed sometimes. Every time I came home from work, all I wanted to do was stay in the house. And I said to myself, you know, this needs to stop. I have to turn this around. I have to make my recovery an investment because I want to talk about it. I want to invest in myself. I want to bring out what I couldn't bring out before. I was always ashamed of myself. I was always ashamed of what I did and what I've become. You know, there's times that my mother would never forget the fact that she found out that I was a opiate addict, and she couldn't see that. She was so bent out of shape that she didn't know what else to do about it. And we would get into arguments about that. Supposedly, I put her through hell. I never did. I never put anyone through hell. I kept that to myself. I did that for almost 6 years straight to myself. I bought these drugs. I brought these opiates, let's just put it that way. And with my own money, I never stole from anyone. I never looked at anybody for a fix, for a habit. I did this all on my own. I had a good job. I paid for whatever I wanted. And that's what I did. And I hid it so well that no one knew. Until one day, you know, I had an overdose. And that overdose woke everyone up. Well, the closest to me. Not many people know about that. And now that I'm sharing this with you guys, I want you guys to know that I'm not here to bullshit anybody. I'm here to explain what I've gone through in my trauma. And I want people to understand that you're not alone. There's people out there that look to hear from others that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to find someone you can trust. But you gotta be careful who you can trust, because sometimes that one person can take what you told them that's personal and turn it against you and say, well, I was there for you when you told me this and told me that, but you came to me looking for advice. No, I came to you because you were my good friend, and I came to you because I thought as a good friend I can speak to you about anything. But sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes you got to be careful about who you open up to. But even that, you should open up. You should talk about it, because you know what? If you don't talk about it and something happens to you, no one knows what happened, because you didn't want to open up about the issue that you're going through, the stressors that you're going through. You know, if you're going through suicidal thoughts, or if you're going through opiate or any drug-related addiction, talk about it. Seek the help. This is something that I will love people to do. I want people to go ahead. Boys, girls, women, men. You know, even if you're a teenager, you know, I can't emphasize this enough that it would be nice for you to focus on yourself for once and stop worrying about other people. I know sometimes that's hard to do because you've taken care of other people for the majority of your time of living with somebody, or just making sure that you always make sure that they were okay. But sometimes you gotta stop, take a step back, and say, I need to focus on myself. Because if you don't focus on yourself, you're gonna crash, and you're gonna feel trapped. You're gonna feel alone, and that's how I felt. I felt alone. I felt like I had no one to talk to. I felt that like if I had to open about my drug addiction, I felt like I was being judged. And I was judged for a bit. I was judged by my mom. I was judged by my brother. I was judged by my dad. And me and my dad are not close. Me and my mom, we weren't as close after she found out, and she was using that against me as a weapon. And I had to put a stop to it. I had to put a break on it and take a step back from my family and say, I need to focus on myself until you can settle down and figure out that your son or daughter is going to need you. And that's when my mother came to realize that she needed me, because she's going through tough times too. So instead of you bringing the past up all the time, let's bring up something new. Let's talk about something new. Let's worry about what's in the present. But not a lot of people are like that, and it took my mom to realize that. You know, and I still at times see other people use my addiction as a weapon and throw it at me when they're upset. And I get it. Sometimes people are frustrated and they want to throw out anything they can throw out when it comes to mind. But do you really mean it? You know, that's the question. But what this video is about is just like, I want people to be open, and I want people to understand that that's what I'm trying to get at, is being open, taking a step back, not worrying about other people, and start worrying about yourself. That's the biggest plus to life, is start worrying about yourself. You need to find, either if you need help to talk with others, find a psychiatrist, find therapy, go to a group, go to a meeting, do something. Because if you don't, you're going to feel trapped. And if you don't do that, you're going to keep bottling it up so much that you're not going to know what to do with it. Enough of me rambling off. I'm pretty sure you guys understand the gist of this video, but I really want you guys to understand that if you want to ask questions, send an email to me, write a comment down below, go ahead. But just know that I'm not here to judge. And I'm sure there's someone out there that's not going to judge you if you become open, because they might know that you might be going through something, but they don't know what you're going through. And I hope you guys understand that. I love you guys, and I wish everyone the best. Have a blessed day, guys. Later.